In the previous video, we spoke about child protection policies and why they are needed, as well as the role businesses play in ensuring the well-being of children. Today we will talk about the CPP pilot project, in which Save the Children and partner tea companies took the first steps to implement a holistic child protection policy in the plantation setting. In 2015, after working closely with estate sector communities, Save the Children had already received a comprehensive overview of the issues faced by the communities in the sector. This led to the concept of a mother and child friendly tea plantation. A year later, Save the Children Hong Kong agreed to fund the project as a pilot. Upon its success, it will be replicated in other tea-producing countries. But it does not stop there. Depending on its success, its applications could be extended across industries in Sri Lanka, leading to mutual benefits for both businesses and the communities impacted by the operations. So how was the estate sector pilot project executed? Prior to formulating the child protection policy, Save the Children completed a series of community assessments and executed awareness and knowledge building programs. They also mobilized both community and management support. According to a study commissioned by Ethical Consumer, a UK-based consultancy company, a hybrid model of locally developed standards and voluntary self-certification combined with incorporation of existing ethical labels proved to be efficient and less burdensome for the companies involved. This is the route Save the Children took with the partner companies who had signed on. In 2017, Kalani Valley Plantations PLC and Thalawakale Tea Estates PLC joined Save the Children and focused on the development of voluntary child protection standards. Following this, the pilot estates began conducting child safety training sessions amongst their managers. After this, community training programs commenced, followed by the formation of several children's clubs. Introductory discussions were held with stakeholders of the estates, and village child development committees were formed. Members of these committees were then trained in child protection, and case management commenced in the relevant areas.
We have addressed a lot of problems arising in the estate. Small things which we haven't thought and where we haven't come across with. So with all that only this system was implemented. I think it's which is a very good thing.
In 2018, the Child Protection Policy, or CPP, was officially launched. The CPP comprises 10 child protection standards that adhere to international guidelines on the same. The policy acts as a guideline for any company that hopes to improve upon or formulate a policy of their own. But what does this policy require from the company? Firstly, a Child Protection Focal Point, or CPFP, had to be designated for each estate they operated in. The CPFP is the first line of contact if any wish to report a children's rights violation. The CPFP must then represent the company in at least 75% of local child protection discussions.
මේ සම්බන්ධයෙන් රාජකාරී කරනකොට මේ කටයුතු කරනකොට මට තනියම මේ කරන්නට බෑ. මට විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ වතුයායේ සිටින මගේ නිලධාරීන් සහ සේවකයන්ට අමතරව මට පිටස්තර ආයතන සහ පුද්ගලයන්ගේ මට සේවය අවශ්‍ය වුණා. ඒ අවස්ථාවවලදී මම විශේෂයෙන්ම මට මේ පුහුණු වැඩසටහන් කරන Save the Children ආයතනයට මම මේවම දැනුවත් කරාට පස්සේ එම Save the Children ආයතනය අපේ කළමනාකාරීත්වය දැනුවත් කළා. කළමනාකාරීත්වය සහ ඕන දෙගොල්ලම එකතු වෙලා අපිට මේ නිලධාරීන් පිටස්තර නිලධාරීන් කවුද ඇත්තම මේ ළමයි සම්බන්ධ වැඩ කරන්න අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ, ඒගොල්ලන්ව කොහොමද අපි සම්බන්ධ කරගන්නේ, ඔවුන් සිටින ස්ථාන කොහෙද, ඔවුන්ගේ ආයතන මොනවද කියලා අපිට මනා පැහැදිලි කිරීමක් අපිට ලබා ගන්නට හැකියාව ලැබුණා.
Each estate must establish a fully functional, community-based child protection mechanism. Special child protection measures should also be put in place in creches and child development centers in the estates managed by the relevant companies. And these CDCs must ensure the care, safety and protection of children attending them. The company is required to assist government efforts to ensure that children are not separated from their families, as this could be harmful to their safety and well-being. The company must engage in recruitment practices that ensure all staff are sufficiently vetted and assessed. All estate staff should undergo a minimum of 2 child protection training programs annually. All corporate managers, executives, management staff and estate workers are obligated to report incidents of violence against children through the established reporting channels and referral mechanisms.
After forming this system, because all these members are included, all these government authorities are included for this VCDC committee, because of that it's only a one call of matter. Automatically everybody will get informed, so everybody will get attended if there's a problem, so which have been helped a lot for a smooth running of a estate.
Already both the communities and the companies have started seeing the benefits from the CPP.
The main benefit that we saw after implementing this child protection policy is the close working and close coordinated working between the plantation companies and the local government. This was absent to a large extent before the policy was introduced. And because of this new working arrangement and this collaborative working, what we saw was a lot of child protection officers, staff, actually coming into the plantation sector to work with communities on establishing community-based child protection mechanisms such as the Village Child Development Committee, and also to assist the child protection focal points and the estate management when it came to responding to child protection concerns.
Even though these are only the first steps in a long journey, they have already made an impact. By adopting this child protection policy, these companies have ensured the communities they operate in benefit from their presence. Assuring our children a safe future is not a gambit. It is our duty and we all play a part in it. If our future generations are not provided what they need to flourish, then we are only impeding ourselves. So, let us deliberately take many such first steps together and create a brighter future for all.